Picture this, a high-stakes family drama unfolding like a real-life thriller, where priceless artworks worth billions clash with heartfelt legacies. It's the Rothschild dynasty, once shrouded in quiet elegance, now embroiled in a public battle over an extraordinary hoard of masterpieces. But here's where it gets controversial: is this about preserving heritage, or is there more to the power play and personal grudges? Stick around, because most people overlook the deeper human stories behind the headlines. For generations, the Rothschilds, that legendary banking clan known worldwide, kept their affairs under wraps, almost like a well-guarded secret. Lately, though, cracks have appeared in the facade, with competing claims to a massive fortune swirling around a dazzling array of art treasures. At the heart of this clash is the Chateau de Pregny in Switzerland, a sprawling estate overlooking Lake Geneva that's been dubbed a mini Louvre by at least one awestruck visitor. Photographers and curious onlookers. Strictly forbidden, adding to the air of mystique. While the family clings to their famous code of silence about what's inside, whispers suggest it houses incredible pieces, ornate furniture from the era of Louis XVI, and jaw-dropping paintings by masters like Goya, Rembrandt, Fragonard, El Greco, and Boucher. Imagine wandering through rooms filled with such history, it's enough to make any art lover's heart race. The feud pits 93-year-old Baroness Nadine de Rothschild, widow of the late Edmond de Rothschild, the prominent French-Swiss branch leader, against her daughter-in-law, the current Baroness Ariane de Rothschild. Nadine asserts that her husband, who passed away in 1997, left her a significant portion of this collection in his will, and she's eager to showcase it in a brand-new museum in Geneva. To make this happen, she's founded the Edmond and Nadine de Rothschild Foundation, envisioning a space where the public can marvel at these gems. On the flip side, Ariane, who married Nadine and Edmond's son Benjamin, who sadly died in 2021, argues passionately that the entire collection should stay united and secure within the chateau. For beginners diving into art disputes, think of it like this: it's similar to debating whether a beloved family heirloom should be displayed in a public gallery for everyone to enjoy, or kept locked away in a private home to maintain its intimate, unbroken legacy. And this is the part most people miss: the personal drama that fuels the legal showdown. Court filings reveal Ariane, now 60, suggesting that Nadine might be swayed by her advisors, drawing a comparison to the infamous case of Liliane Bettencourt, the late L'Oréal heiress. In 2011, Bettencourt's daughter tried to have her declared mentally unfit after she showered about €1 billion in lavish gifts on a young photographer. From her countryside home in Switzerland, Nadine, who once graced TV chat shows chatting about etiquette and good manners, spoke candidly to The Guardian. "I knew Liliane well, and I can assure you she was no one's puppet. She did exactly as she pleased. And neither am I. Listen to my voice, it's clear I'm my own woman. It's tough being the last baroness of my generation, with all the others gone. Ending my days in a big legal tangle. It breaks my heart." She reminisced about opening her arms to Ariane at first, sharing photos of their warm times together and even giving personal gifts generously. But Nadine's life hasn't always been gilded. Born Nadine Lapetelier into a family that leaned communist, she struck out on her own at just 14, sewing fasteners onto car sunroofs at Peugeot and posing as an artist's model by 16. Later, under the stage name Nadine Tollier, she performed in music halls and small film parts. In the early 1960s, fate intervened when she met Edmond de Rothschild. She fondly recalled their first encounter. "He eyed my ring and said, 'That's pretty, but alas, the diamond's not real.' They wed in 1963, and from that moment, her jewels were the genuine article." As Edmond's wife, the richest in the banking family, Nadine managed their 14 properties, hosting glittering gatherings for elite guests like the Kennedys, Audrey Hepburn, Maria Callas, Princess Diana, Romy Schneider, and Greta Garbo. She admits to being a distant mother to Benjamin, who was raised by nannies and felt more like an heir than a son to her. Yet, she welcomed his wife Ariane into the fold in 1999, graciously stepping aside from the grand 1,126 square meter Chateau de Pregny to a pavilion on the 18-hectare grounds, letting the young couple, parents to 4 daughters, take over the family home. Relations soured irreversibly after Benjamin's passing, and Nadine relocated to a comfortable spot in the countryside near Geneva. The courtroom battles have seen wins and losses on both sides. Ariane failed to stop Nadine from using Edmond's name for her foundation, while Nadine lost her right to access the chateau. Now, a prolonged lawsuit grapples with ownership of the artworks and heirlooms. A family insider shared that Ariane and her daughters remain tight-lipped about the rift. "Out of respect for everyone, we're handling this privately and with care," the statement read. "We're dedicated to our family endeavors, focusing on safeguarding and sharing our legacy." Nadine, however, doesn't hold back. "Many items my husband left me are stuck in that chateau, and since my son's death, getting them out has been impossible. That's why I've had to go to court." Ariane's team counters that Nadine only pursued these claims post-Benjamin, questioning their validity, a pivotal debate in the ongoing case. "These are monumental pieces, officially recognized historical treasures meant for a museum," Nadine insists. "I doubt the younger Rothschilds want the hassle, but anyway, my granddaughters will get them from me. I cling to the hope they'll see this as a grandmother-grandmother issue, not against them, and realize it's all for the family's honor." But here's the controversial angle: some might argue Nadine's push for a public museum democratizes art, making it accessible to all, a noble cause in today's world where elites often hoard beauty. Others could counter that splitting the collection disrupts a sacred family tradition, potentially diminishing its value and intimacy. What do you think? Does the public have a right to see these masterpieces, or should they stay private to honor ancestral wishes? Is this feud more about love and loss, or power and money? Share your views in the comments. I'd love to hear if you side with Nadine's vision or Ariane's stance.